So Marianne had me do one simple thing in preparation for Mother's Day. And she wanted me to go to Costco on Friday so we could avoid the Saturday rush to grab flowers and everything and to make sure that we had flowers, right?
Yeah.
So I was going to do that on Friday. I went out to lunch with my coworkers and we went to the Olive Garden because it was graduation day at Slick. And I'm sitting there eating my gnocchi soup and getting the third, fourth heaping thing of cheese, poured on the soup.
Sure.
And it dawned on me, our moms don't need or want flowers. Like, what are they going to do? They're just going to die within less than a week.
The flowers or your mom's?
Yes, please tell me you're talking about flowers.
Yeah, I'm talking about flowers.
Okay, good.
Knock on wood.
Oh, okay. That's enough.
Cause some Disney trauma right there.
Right.
And I'm sitting there getting that cheese poured on, and it came to me. I'm going to get our parents, our mothers, the best thing out there that they will always remember.
Hold on.
And never forget.
From Costco. Can we make guesses?
$1.50 combo.
No. Not from Costco. I was at the Olive Garden eating my soup.
Oh, okay.
And it dawned on me.
Gift cards.
No. Even better.
Breadsticks that never die.
That actually probably would be better, but no, not even that. Cheese grater from the Olive Garden. Did you know that you can buy those?
I've heard rumors.
I'll be right back because I'm about to go buy a cheese grater.
Okay, $19. You get the cheese grater that they use, plus a block of Parmesan cheese with that.
Whoa. Okay,
what?
So $19.90. I think I want to say it's like $19.99.
$20. Let's say 20.
$20,
yeah,
$20 even, right? Flowers at Costco, I think it was like $22 or so.
and
so it's actually cheaper.
$22. They've usually been picked over, right? They're already a little bit old. One flower is stale. It's like trying to pick strawberries where they're all fresh,
right?
And you look like the cliche person buying flowers, but you go to Olive Garden and get that. That feels creative.
Yes, exactly. And so bought those two, and I didn't tell Marianne because I'm like,
you should talk to your wife.
Well, I know, but I didn't want to tell her right away because I didn't really want her to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
So I broke the news to her a little bit later after I bought them. And the first thing that she asks me is, "Did you buy us one?" I'm like, no. And she's like, "Well, I want a Mother's Day gift."
Yeah. Josh, you bought two. And then you're like, huh?
Yeah.
Who am I? Who do I answer to?
I'm actually just baffled that you didn't even think to get Marianne something from the get-go.
Well,
yeah, I mean, this is where the judgment comes in.
Yeah, and
I like that you started this innocently, but now we get it, Marianne.
I won't lie. And here's the thing, and maybe I would love some feedback here because we usually don't do the Mother's Day, Father's Day thing.
Yeah,
like gift wise, like we acknowledge it, and we love spending time with our families because our nieces and nephews, since we don't have kids, always wish us a happy Mother's or Father's Day, and they'll usually get us something cute.
I would dare say you probably spend more time parenting nieces and nephews than some of your siblings.
You're not wrong. So as far as gifts and everything, like we're not very gifty anyway in regards to like the.
Well, you guys both have a wish list already on Amazon and all that stuff too. So you already kind of get what you want already.
Right, exactly. Okay. And we have our anniversary coming up here in less than a month. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, maybe I can make up for it on that one. Her birthday is in a month. So I don't want to spoil your gift, honey. I know that you're listening to this, but I don't know. Just one day you're gonna come home and you're gonna be eating your pasta that you reheated from the fridge, and I will ask you if you would like some cheese with that, and I'll tell you, and I'll ask you to say when.
That is the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
So
tell me when.
Never.
And here I just got Stephanie a chicken Zen garden.
Wait, you've been expanding the chicken area, the chicken coop.
No. This is literally a desk chicken Zen garden.
Oh, yep. I'm looking it up. Okay, $32. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say the price. Oh, you get it cheaper.
Can you beep that out? I'm not gonna say what I paid for that.
Well, hey, that's on the high end, Spencer.
Because obviously Spencer paid way too much.
So these you guys just love chickens and chicks.
No. My wife and my daughters do.
Okay, well, you but now you're that parent that you're like, I have to. So Did you get
this point?
Yeah.
At this point, if I want to curse a man, I'm going to curse that his wife wants chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate them.
You should get Stephanie a shirt that says "Good morning, Mother Cluckers."
Well, I should actually.
That's what my sister has.
So Spencer, this will probably be shared on Pick and Bit, but Joel's family, without his knowledge, got a rabbit. And I feel like that's pretty equal with chicks. I mean, it's not going to be chicken coop, but if that rabbit's inside it all, they're like the most pointless pet.
No, here's the thing.
Maybe worse than goldfish.
I had rabbits when I was a kid. Rabbits.
Yeah. Go on.
We bought one.
Oh.
They get pregnant somehow.
Yeah.
Wait, are they like Jurassic Park dinosaurs? Where
No,
they're supposed to be only female, but then they somehow repopulate.
No, we had a male rabbit.
Yeah.
And the female showed up. We could never find the owner of the female rabbit. And next thing you know, we had 12 rabbits at one point.
Pets?
It's a lot of stew.
Yeah, I was going to say pets or meat rabbits.
Pets. Yeah.
What do you do?
You can't give them away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try to give them away. Like you have, free rabbit bunnies, and nobody will take them.
That's probably how the female rabbit came around, because they couldn't get rid of the female rabbit, and so they just let it go in the streets of Layton.
Yeah.
It's like swamp alligators.
So Josh, you're going to get for your partner a cheese grater. Maybe, don't want to ruin the surprise, which, by the way, I want one. Spencer, she got it already, right? This won't be a surprise.
Somebody has a birthday coming up.
You got your partner a Zen garden that has a cute little, either a shed or barn, depending on the one I'm looking at. Obviously, the little rakes and some tiny baby chickens and chicks. Okay. I bought myself a PlayStation game because...
Oh, one.
Clara Obscura Expedition 33. If you know, you know.
I've heard great things about that.
Yeah, it's awesome so far. But yeah, so and my birthday is coming up, just so you guys know. I want both of those.
I just need to get the card from Josh because I already have your gift picked out.
Oh, stop it. I don't really need a present. By the way, gifts is like among the lowest, if not the lowest, of my love languages.
I know.
Wait, how do you know this? Okay.
I know.
Spencer, what are my top love languages of the 5? Rank them. What are mine?
Definitely touch.
Yeah, physical touch is number 1. Number 2 is quality time.
Okay.
Acts of service, and then gifts.
Okay, but you missed words of affirmation. That's a huge one for me.
Yeah, well, I don't need to say that one. We all know that one. That's not your love language. That is Kent.
Oh, Kenny, you are so great as you're touching him. Oh, Kenny. Oh, Kenny.
Guys, this is all I need for my birthday is that right there.
Yeah, why do you think I got you an alarm clock that says that in the morning?
Done.
That's your last name. Don't wear it out.
Oh my gosh. Spencer, I thought of you tonight. I was grilling up some brats and dogs for Mother's Day tonight with the family over. And by meat dogs, not pet dogs.
It's Mother's Day and you served the most phallic meal possible.
Take it easy, okay? You relax.
You have meatballs on the side.
Oh my gosh. Listen, it was either that
sauerkraut bush.
Ew, what's that? Yeah, but yes, also that was available. Like, who are you? Who says sauerkraut bush? By the way, I've seen them in concert. Worth it. It's a German version. It's a German version of Bush, obviously. Got me kicked off a podcast once. Yeah. Anyway, so Spencer, be nice.
The real ones.
Listen, it was something to do because to make dinner for other people that Yeah. So, anyways, bar S, by the way, the big chubby wieners.
Those aren't bratwursts.
No, those are the hot dogs. As I said, brats and dogs.
Okay,
brats and dogs. And so I thought of you and I said, these are fine, right? As I'm charring them on the grill, I'm like, but if I had a hot dog roller right now, I'd be king.
I got one for rent.
I know. For rent now? I have to rent it from you?
Oh, you get the friends and family discount.
Which is?
Well, generally, friends and family want me to be better and do better, so it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
But for you, it's free.
Yeah, we're like, know your worth, Spencer. Know your value.
Yeah.
Rent that for more. Wait, so Josh, have you delivered these cheese graters then?
Yes. So, I mean, it's Sunday night, Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So we hand delivered both.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, my mother was absolutely thrilled.
Yeah.
Not that my mother-in-law wasn't. It's just there's a huge difference between the two families, and it's pretty much across the board with all of my siblings and the in-laws, where when you marry into the Hansen family, you marry into a life of cheese. Like every in-law will make the comment within the first month of being in the family and just saying, I've never eaten so much cheese in my life than when I joined this family.
Now, Josh, question, point of clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the quantity of cheese that makes it the fact that your mother loved the gift more? Or is it the level of expectations? Because one mother has 40 years of Josh gifts to know what the expectation is. And the other has a few.
Yeah.
I mean, I did give her a sock puppet one time for Mother's Day. So this definitely is up amongst the best Mother's Day gifts.
We're just grateful that it wasn't a picture of a cheese grater.
Hey, I could do better than my mom's gifts. I'm still waiting for the meat grinder that she gave me about 6 years ago.
Wait, hold on. Can I get some background? She says, I'm planning to get this for you and sends you a picture.
Yeah. So she has this habit of printing out what she's going to buy us, and then she doesn't buy it for us.
Hold on. So she knows when your birthday is, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's not like, oh my gosh, it's in a day and a half and I don't have time for Amazon to ship this. So I'm going to show him my intent. Mm-hmm. Without actually saying, I just ordered this, it'll be here next week.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and this is this with all of you or just you?
I haven't had a full reaching conversation with all of my siblings, but it is a pattern for at least myself and my two younger sisters. So, and honestly, I mean, thankfully, we're the type that it doesn't matter. I hate the obligation of gifts anyway. I just want to spend time with the people that I love.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think it's funny because I have a full folder of printed off gifts from my
Wait,
brother.
hold on. You keep the papers?
Yeah.
You keep them? Or are they IOUs? Is it jokes or is it IOUs? Are you one day going to say, hey, Mom, I know you're writing out that will. Just know, binder. Here's what's owed.
I've tried to get her to buy me the meat grinder, but then she kind of forgets. Maybe conveniently, probably not anymore, at least. But she kind of conveniently I never promised that.
I wonder if this is revenge. I wonder if this is her lifelong joke to get revenge on you kids for making coupons that you never allowed her to redeem.
True. I think
think about that, right?
I still think she's waiting for that foot massage from 1987.
Yeah, she still has that little piece of paper tear out, and she's like, that was never cashed in. So yeah, he's gonna get a brand new fridge picture from me, and that's it.
You guys don't put expiration dates on those coupon books?
You do?
Heck yeah.
It must be redeemed within 30 days or void.
So wait, if you said back rub, then you gave that to your wife, and it expired in 2 months, she did not redeem it in time, no back rubs.
Yeah. The coupon's void. It's going to be full price.
I don't want to know the price.
Usually permission to buy another hot dog roller.
Yeah, that's permission.
We open negotiations. I'm not unreasonable.
Right.
Yeah. Well, maybe it could just be her way of trying to make sure that, we feel like we didn't get enough from her so that we would, when they do pass on,
Yeah.
Like we will actually take the stuff that is in the basement, all either the cards or.
No, hear me out. What if there's a storage shed somewhere that has all of those gifts? Okay. And you find out one day and you're like, what do we do with all this? And you literally go, like, you have this light bulb moment. Bah!
There's the meat grinder.
And because you kept the binder full of gift promises, it's a chart.
Yeah. It sounds like the worst like feature film that you would ever watch in your whole life.
No, it'll be like when we went to move my grandma out of her house in Layton when she moved to Clearfield or to California. And it's like, oh, there's the kitchen set my mom bought for my wedding gift. That was from grandma.
Oh, yeah.
So you're just going to be helping a sibling move and you're going to be like, huh, that meat grinder looks familiar.
Slightly used. I love this. I think your mom's a stud for doing this.
Totally revenge and probably
I think it's why it makes her the champion of the Hanson bracket.
It's true. I mean, she's always a step or two ahead of all of us.
It's definitely not the craftiness and her willingness to fight dirty.
Well,
that's just an extra bonus.
Yeah,
unexpected.
Supplemental.
Nobody sees it coming.
Well, especially not the psychological warfare.
We were talking today when we were up at Mother's Day, and we were reminiscing about the first time I ever heard my mom swear, and I was 13. And was I being a 13-year-old? Absolutely. Like, I was talking back to my mom. And I just remember her looking at me and just saying, Josh, you're being a little shit. Just stop. And then what do? I double down, right? On being a little shit. And I'm like, oh, Mom, I can't believe you swore. Oh, wow. Oh, and then what does she do? Smacks me right in the face.
So deserved. So deserved.
Which she reiterated today, even when I reminisced about that.
Wait, she doesn't deny the smack?
Oh, no.
Because she's like, it'll happen again.
Right.
Right.
And you won't see it coming.
Here I thought like she'd do stuff like that or kiss you and then shank you at the same time.
There's still that worry.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, anyways, a great day. Now we know a little bit more about our gift giving sentiments. I don't know. Yeah.
Seriously, everybody this year is getting a cheese grater, whether it's birthdays. Honestly, invite me to your wedding. And I will bring a cheese grater as a gift. If you want in your life.
There's a wedding? Mazel tov, Ken.
Hey, take it easy. Here's all I want. I don't need a cheese grater. I don't need anything material. I need company. Quality time is actually my number one. And I just want a date from the two of you at Olive Garden. That's all. I just need family time.
Family time?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've tried to stop by to visit with you.
Hey, listen, I was a little under the weather. It'll happen. I'm free next week.
Same.
After stress. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Spencer, you and I used to have lunches regularly, and then you got a new job.
I know. I really miss that.
Yeah. Right.
Wedgies.
You're much closer to me now. We never had lunch.
We've invited you, but because we didn't get soups and salads, all you can eat.
Fine. Hey, if there's gnocchi there, I'll be there.
All right.
Find a place. There's actually a place you need to check out, and you need to check this out too. Okay.
Who are you talking to? All of us.
All Enrico's Deli.
Enrico's?
Enrico's Deli.
Okay. Go on.
It's at the Jordan place. It's not the Commons. It's the Landings.
Landings?
No, it's the one north of you.
Yeah, Jordan Landing.
Yeah. Okay, it's Jordan Landing. They have the best Reuben sandwich in Utah.
Do they call it the Rico?
No, that's like if you want to like overindulge on a Reuben sandwich, just like straight up Reuben sandwich.
Okay.
Fantastic. The pastrami is on point.
I do love Reuben.
I do too. And they don't skimp on the sauerkraut.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I'll never see sauerkraut the same way again. You weirdo.
Like, it's only weird when it gets stuck in your teeth. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I said shit in this episode, but that gave us the E.
Yeah. Yours is not as bad at all. Hey, save the day. You guys have animal stories, right? I may or may not have missed last week. Who knows? But I need to hear some animal stories.
I mean, it depends on which direction you want to go. Do we want to talk about whales, or do we want to? I can't remember what your story was, Spencer.
I say start small.
Start small. Okay.
Yeah.
So whales, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Well, no, because it depends on what you mean by small. Do you mean like size of the animal or size of the story?
The size of the animal.
Okay, I'll start.
All right.
So, what is better than a cocaine bear?
Here we go.
Ooh.
Okay. Anything? Tell me.
A
meth mako.
Okay, what kind of drug?
A heroin hammerhead.
A meth what?
A meth mako. A shark.
Oh, think a little more landlocked. Because Ohio police find raccoon with meth pipe in its mouth during arrest. Who they were arresting, I don't know. Was it a person or was it a beast? Springfield Township, Ohio. Police in Springfield had more than an interesting animal encounter this week when they crossed path with a raccoon holding a meth pipe to its mouth during an arrest. Again, was it the raccoon or was it somebody else getting arrested? According to a post from the department on the evening of May 5th, officers pulled over a vehicle whose owner had an active warrant and a suspended driver's license. Again, was this a raccoon or a person? I don't know. The driver, 55-year-old Victoria Adela Akron, was detained. Akron.
Sure.
Again, we don't know if this is a raccoon yet. But when the officer walked to the back of Adele's vehicle, a raccoon named Chewy was sitting in the driver's seat with a meth pipe in its mouth.
Oh.
A search of the vehicle turned up crack cocaine, meth, and 3 used glass meth pipes.
What the?
Now, the name Chewy, I'm just thinking, did he get that because he gums his food to death? Because
you're right.
Obviously, he doesn't have teeth if he
bites himself a little bit
on a meth pipe.
What I love about this story is, again, they're not indicating whose paraphernalia that was. They didn't indicate who drove, but the raccoon was in the driver's
seat, right? Legally, I think that is exactly what has to be arrested for, right?
Right. It's got to be.
Okay.
While officers are trained to expect unexpected, finding a raccoon holding a meth pipe is a first. No raccoons were hurt or injured in the incident. The department remains committed to keeping the community safe. It is legal to own a raccoon in the state of Ohio with proper paperwork and permits. I'm going to assume that Vidal did not have the proper paperwork or permits.
Is it known that raccoons are kind of like the white trash of the animal world?
Yeah.
Right? They rummage through garbage, or they're vandals, right? They're adorable, right? But they got like black circles around their eyes.
And it's interesting,
meaning like they're
too,
tired.
because raccoons can either be the friendliest or they can be the meanest SOBs out there. So you never know what kind of raccoon you're going to get when you encounter one.
They're sketchy. And you know what? Based on behavior, I'm willing to bet all the drug paraphernalia was the raccoons.
Yeah. And honestly, we should schedule an intervention for Chewy. He sounds like a good dude. He just sounds like he hit rock bottom, obviously. So I feel like we should help him out.
How much is bail?
I don't know. Is this a Thelma and Louise situation, though? Like, were they in it together?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So did a human get arrested for this?
They didn't clarify if anyone got arrested. They just said it was Vidal and this raccoon Chewy that got pulled over for an outstanding warrant.
Sure.
Again, we don't know who it was for, whether it was for Chewy or for Vidal. They don't clarify who the drugs belong to. But I do wish Chewy the best in recovery.
Even if we don't hold an intervention for Chewy, Fidel and Chewy sounds like the premise of an amazing comedy.
A Disney Channel original.
Yeah, or maybe FX, the drugs.
Oh, yeah. Some quite ABC Family.
Listen, on Disney Plus, they have a lot of rated R stuff now. It's totally fine.
Actually, they'd push that to Hulu.
Oh, okay. Good. No, I love this. In fact, if I were about to be pulled over and I had plenty of things in my possession, I would make whatever pet was in the car get in the driver's seat, and I would jump in the back, acting like
Finn.
Finn would be driving, and then I'd be in the back seat, being like, "Oh, I was sleeping. What happened? I'm a hitchhiker. What's going on?"
The cat, sir, had 240s in each paw and was hopped up on
Listen,
Mountain Dew.
We've all seen Toonses. The return of Toonses. Remember Toonses?
That's a deep cut there, Ken.
Yeah, I love Toonses. All right.
Speaking of Finn, has he been snipped?
Oh yeah. Because I've been gone. Oh, I may or may not have been gone for a couple of weeks. So it was 2 weeks ago, or about a week and a half ago, and I tell you what, he was a trooper. He literally was on his feet immediately, wanting to run around, but his back legs were a little numb. Poor little fella. And so he was kind of trying to walk around and run, but he's dragging him a little bit. And I just...
The legs, right? Because the other parts were gone.
Yeah, the other two that I mentioned, gone, which is too bad. Like, he's actually right here. I feel bad even talking about it. Also, it's funny, like, you kind of have to decide which vet you're going to go to or which clinic. And I found one in Farmington, and pretty good price, good service, all that kind of stuff. They seem nice. But like when I picked them up, they're like, hey, or no, I think it's like when I dropped them off, they're like, do you want to do the special laser treatment so that your animal's in less pain after? This will help him heal faster. And I'm like, why wouldn't that just be part of it? People,
Whoa.
you're going to let me choose if I want my cat to be sad for a week or if he should heal faster?
How much is it?
It was like $30 extra. I know. It's like, what price can you put on that? If you're Josh, $7,000. But if you're me, $30.
That's just a week. Look, in this economy, that's an entire Big Mac meal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. But he has been so cuddly since this operation, and he like stays on my chest. It's really sweet.
That's kind of how Walt was.
He doesn't know you're the one that stabbed him between the legs.
Yeah, I literally dropped him off to go here, and he's still okay with it. So Walt forgave you without knowing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been so cuddly. In fact, he's probably more needy than ever, because every morning at 4 a.m., all he wants to do is sit on our heads. And
great.
Just love us,
And Walt was the one that always wanted to trip you down the stairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least that has kind of gone away. He doesn't want to kill us anymore. He just wants to wake us up at 4 a.m.
So you're saying Walt had toxic masculinity, and by removing that altogether, he's now a lover.
Yeah.
Not 100%
a fighter. A lover. But anyway, best wishes to Finn.
He's doing good though.
I fear that's going to probably be my outcome come October, but whatever.
We can get into that later.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm looking for a good rabbi who happens to be a doctor as well.
I can go into training. I'll go. Spencer got his master's. I'll try to make that happen or something.
Not yet, but I'm close.
Yeah, you're close. Okay, so I need to hear the whale story now, please.
Okay, here's the whale story, and this actually is pretty creepy when you really do think about it. But anyway, the story is people are left terrified after creepy audio recording of orcas imitating human speech is revealed. So orcas have something of a fearsome reputation among humans, and sometimes they really put the killer in killer whale. Perhaps it's easy to understand why, given that they are more than capable of killing great white sharks or beaching themselves to catch seals. With their size and power, no doubt, making them one of the scariest sea creatures out there. But not only that, they're incredibly smart. And with Discovery Magazine noting that their high intelligence presents itself in different hunting abilities, as each pod, which is the name for a group of orcas, has techniques passed down from generations to generations. They are also able to communicate with each other, and apparently humans as well. Now, orcas are quite a lot bigger and scarier than your average parrot, so the idea of them copying what we say is a bit scarier than birds, right? Anyway, in an audio recording, a killer whale named Wilkie can be heard imitating speech, producing the same sounds of words such as hello, 1, 2, and bye.
What?
Yeah. It can even say its trainer's name of Amy. I don't know. I'm pretty creeped out now too, because, after last year with all of those, yachts that they were damaging.
Yeah.
If they can start imitating speech as well, oh my gosh, I'm never going in the ocean again. Right?
And never play Marco Polo with a killer whale.
No. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
That's the premise of the horror movie of orcas. It's called Marco Polo.
Marco.
I actually love this idea anyway.
Let's write this.
So it continues for some unknown reason, albeit quite funny reason. It is also taught how to blow a pretty convincing raspberry, just in case they ever land a job as a voice actor producing fart noises on TV. If we're being completely honest,
I hear that's pretty lucrative. I mean, I can claim I worked for Disney. We've talked about Bar S, Johnsonville. I've done voiceovers for, who else have we talked about?
You can't verify, but you can claim this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about them. I mean, that's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you speak it, it's true. Anyway, if we're
truth to power,
this continues. If we're being completely honest, there's not much chance of orcas suddenly becoming fluent, as it's a long way from a perfect copy, but it still left some listeners absolutely terrified. One listener wrote, "Okay, that second hello was a little demonic. Was that really an orca or the devil speaking through a ghost box?" Somebody's obviously been on a ghost hunt. Another decided to look on the bright side of life, adding, "This makes me tear up. The fact that we live in such a beautiful world filled with wonderful creatures." Person scared in his life.
Yeah.
A third commented, "Okay, that second hello was a little demonic. Was that really an orca or that was actually a repeat one?"
No, that was Wilkie repeating what that guy said.
Yeah.
Josh, we're going to need to have you back on Baconsale again, just to tier the world's deadliest sea animals, or maybe bracketize them, because listen, are orcas going to be worse than sharks? Right? Are they more dangerous?
Look at it. Like, they will go in and completely obliterate and dominate great white sharks.
Yeah.
And that takes only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about that, they are the top predator. But see, I don't know. If I go back on Baconsale, do I want to go back and tier the deadliest sea creatures? Or do I want to go and tier all of the captive whales around the world?
Oh,
world.
We do not need a depressing show like that.
Why not?
We'll just end it up. We'll just end it off with like Sarah McLachlan or whatever.
Yeah.
We could talk about ranking hot dogs.
See, that's more up our alley. Not talking about how sad Blackfish and the Cove are. Jeez.
Yeah, but Spencer, you really have to watch your innuendos on that episode.
I'm fine. I don't say anything inappropriate.
Sauerkraut. All right. So let's do a phone call. We got a phone call?
Yes, we do.
Hey guys, proud Disney mom here. So today that I'm calling is May 10th. I was supposed to do the Front Runner Century ride today, which is 62 miles, but they canceled it. But it's Mother's Day weekend, and today on the 10th marks 8 months since my mom passed away. So we decided to do our own bike ride. We only did 30 miles, but we did the Legacy Parkway down through part of the Jordan River Parkway and back. So we did 30 miles total. So it was still a very good ride. And the weather was perfect, so it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Here's my complaint of the day. If you use a multi-use trail, so whether you are walking, running, or biking on the trail, stay on the right side. If you need to pass somebody, use a bell or say, on your left. And if you're coming the opposite direction of somebody, don't ride side by side next to somebody and take up both lanes of the trail and have your oncoming person play chicken. I don't like to play chicken on the trail, especially since I'm on a trike. I'm not on a bike, so I'm going to get hurt real badly if people decide they just, want to play chicken and run into me. It's kind of scary. I don't know why people don't know the rules of the trail or have some trail etiquette, but that's my beef of the day. Josh, I'm hoping you understand that. Being that you're a runner, I don't know if you use the multi-use trails, but I'm hoping you can kind of back me up on that. Let's start sharing the info, share the knowledge of how to use a multi-use trail so we can all enjoy it and have a fabulous time out there, especially in this wonderful weather. All right, thanks guys for letting me chat and talk about the good and the bad, and I love the show. Keep it up, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, bye.
Well, first off, happy Mother's Day, Tanya.
Indeed.
I actually wrote her a poem today on...
Oh.
Yeah, I wrote a poem for my mom.
Uh-huh.
And then she commented and said, "Oh, my kids never write me a poem, so I wrote her a poem." I mean, it's a really quick one. Let me read it to you really quickly.
Please do.
As long as you didn't regift.
No, not at all. Here I go. It's called Tanya. T is for Tanya. That is your name. O is for Orlando. I know you like that place. N is for nice. That's what you are. Y is for yellow, because I can't think of another Y word. And A is for acorns, because that's probably what Fat Squirrel needs to start eating instead of leftover onion rings.
Aw, that was adorable.
Yeah. So
who doesn't love a poem that ends with onion rings?
I'm available for a small commission fee.
Yeah, that wasn't even using AI either.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can be commissioned for that. Anyway, Tanya, 100%, I'm with you. And Blue and I actually talked about this on the Fartlek a few weeks ago, because people do not know how to use trails.
No.
And especially now with more bikes up there, especially e-bikes, people don't fully understand the rules of the trail. And so, yes, like, you have to be considerate. You have to communicate, because if you don't communicate, people get hurt, right?
How busy is that parkway? How busy is the trail itself?
I am not sure on that note, or on that one. But I know just from like Mueller Park, where I do most of a lot of my casual hiking, or whatever, it can be pretty busy, especially on the weekend. And that's generally the rule on most canyons here in Utah.
See, and I'm assuming it's the trails a little bit further west of the freeway. For example, I'll get into this, but ride the like Legacy Parkway over there, and it has like the 2 lanes, which I'm kind of picturing, right? Like,
yes,
there's like the definite, like, and they're pretty wide. But yeah, you stay on the right, you pass on the left, which makes so much sense. I didn't really discover this until last year when I started rollerblading, which I'm going to start doing again pretty soon. And I'm not super great, and so I was nervous already. But then bikes just fly by your left, and the only indication is right by your ear.
Yeah,
and it spooks me enough that I'm like, and I get all wobbly, which is just a danger to everyone else as well.
And I'm that same way with running.
I love how 90s you are.
Oh my gosh. And I am, by the way, 6'8" on rollerblades, so it's not a pretty sight regardless.
I just picture you with a big pink helmet.
I don't have one yet, but I will get one.
Do you have elbow pads?
No. I just wear elbow pads and a pink Speedo. So, and then the rollerblades.
Why is Kent single?
Listen.
It's because he hasn't given me Zach's phone number to ask about our next bonus episode.
Take it easy. But no, that's just, I think, can we just accept that as proper etiquette though? Like, on your left is super easy to say, or ringing a bell that everyone knows to expect it. Like, even if I am, like, say, rollerblading with my AirPods in, I'll have them low enough that I could hear almost anything else on the outside, because I don't have the noise deafening ones or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just be aware.
Well, and there are so many other things that you can do to just make sure that you're hearing everything. Yeah. You're communicating. Like, I wear aftershocks headphones. Yeah. Where they essentially just rest on like your eardrum or the bone just right outside. So I can still hear people behind me. I can still hear everything around, and that helps. But like as a runner or a rollerblader, whatever it is, honestly, it's, even as slow as I am out there on the trails, like just making sure to stay on your right, on your left, behind you, and then checking your blind spot. It's like driving.
Yeah.
So no, Tanya, I'm 100% with you. Like, people just need to understand that the trail, or especially paved trails, and that are just like the road. So
Yep.
You're not wrong.
Love
Anyway.
it.
Yeah. There's your PSA for the day.
I know, seriously. A little message for the day. Ridiculous. Let's see. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, we got one more thing. You guys always forget about the one thing I have to bring to the table besides wiener talk and food talk. I have the upcoming snacks and treats that's set to hit.
So
hit
food talk, Spencer. That's food talk.
Yeah, it's food talk. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not
I'm
talking
ready.
about sauerkraut again, right?
No, we're not talking about sauerkraut. Just a couple upcoming releases. So I have some soda releases that are not Mountain Dew because Chad Illum is our dude on the street. I'm going to lead with the most anticipated one, and one that is going to make everybody in the state of Utah happy. Dr. Pepper Creamy Coconut is back.
For good?
You can find that. It's a summer flavor.
It's a summer flavor. It's already well stocked in the Hanson household.
Yep. Perfect.
You're going to be finding that anywhere that any sodas are sold. You can also find, coming in August, A&W Ice Cream Sundae.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
So this is going to be like a vanilla flavored, like a vanilla infused root beer.
Oh,
I am so there.
Kind of like the milk that we used to get in school, the root beer day.
Yeah, the root beer milk, Gosler's root beer milk.
Oh, mercy. Okay.
Gosh. That was I actually used to work at A&W back in the day, and oh my gosh, I got so fat off of.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah, I would too. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's going to be coming in a regular and a zero sugar flavor. That should be about August. Also coming this summer, speaking of nostalgia, Diet Cherry Coke is coming back, and it's going to be coming back in a retro looking can.
Yeah.
So
did it even go anywhere?
It did, but it is back. So
is this like the McRib of Coke? Like, you don't know that it really left, but it went somewhere for like maybe a month, and they're like, we're bringing it back. I mean,
other fun snacks to look forward to, or Oreo Muddy Buddies are going to be hitting the stores soon.
Yum.
This is Muddy Buddies infused with Oreos. We're getting freeze-dried lemon heads, sweet tarts, sprees, everything that Utahns have been selling to make a profit. The official companies are coming out with now, undercutting the cottage market. So
totally.
Sorry, Facebook Marketplace, you're gonna have to switch to a new thing. We are also seeing quiet return of the Cookie Crisp cereal is back on shelves.
Oh, okay, I'll be there.
This one just kind of quietly snuck back in. You can sometimes find this on your grocery store shelves, so just keep an eagle eye out. The last thing I wanted to bring up...
Is it the original mascot, or is it the stupid wolf?
It's always the stupid wolf.
It is the stupid wolf. I apologize for that. They didn't bring back the burglar. I wish they did. He was cooler.
Yeah, the wolf just doesn't do anything. Doesn't move the needle for me.
What?
And that sounded really sexual.
Yes, it did. The needle?
I'm not going to talk anymore.
Yeah, please don't. Other things you can find fast food finds are Wendy's is now going to be releasing hamburger patties directly to stores. So not only can you buy Wendy's chili, but you can also buy their fresh, never frozen hamburger patties in your local meat department.
Okay, pointless.
You're also going to be able to get a dill pickle pizza from California Pizza Chicken. Lime twist Doritos are back.
Kitchen. You said pizza chicken. I can tell where your mind has been when you're at home.
Wait, where's the California Pizza Kitchen? Or is that just the frozen food section?
Just the frozen food section.
Okay.
They're now exclusive frozen food, which, by the way, Olive Garden, you want to make $1 billion? Hit me up. I have an idea.
Oh.
Frozen lasagna. Costco curbed that market years ago.
Yeah, I know the Costco did, but tell me you would not kill for some frozen Olive Garden breadsticks.
I do it.
I would.
I just want the old spaghetti factory spumoni in stores.
I'm sure they already buy that somewhere, so we'll find out where. Circling back to Dr. Pepper, because I did want to end on some of the other things Dr. Pepper's doing. You can now buy an official Coffee Mate or Coffee Mate Nescafe, whatever, dirty soda mix for Dr. Pepper. It is Dr. Pepper branded, so if you want coconut lime and do it at home, you can buy that, save a little bit of money. And Dr. Pepper is teaming up with Sonic. They're going to be releasing a sparkling sugar cookie Dr. Pepper, a dirty strawberry Dr. Pepper, creamy coconut Dr. Pepper, and a few other dirty flavors. But I'm really wanting to check it.
But you have to go to Sonic.
You have to go to Sonic.
Yeah, that's the downside of it.
I mean, Sonic's drinks and treats, good. But going to Sonic, the worst. The worst.
Their hamburger, Ask KP, got the award for most surprisingly edible.
Okay.
Take that how you
could
want.
get stabbed in the drive-thru. Sonic Burger.
Yeah.
Has hot dogs. So Sonic Burger.
Those are some of our current upcoming things to look forward to.
All right.
Let me know if there's any you want to try.
I actually want to try most of those. So
I actually saw something today that I'm kind of surprised you didn't bring up, Spencer. Granted, I know how much Kenny loves Arby's, and
Kenny P.
I saw.
No, that's Subway. That man is obsessed with Subway.
Ew.
I saw that Arby's just came out with steak nuggets. So essentially, it's tri-tip or burnt ends. I mean,
it's not when it's ends. Arby's. It is not.
I'm willing to try that because honestly, I love burnt ends, but I will say this: I don't like anybody's burnt ends more than Spencer's. Aww. Because, dude, like I've tried. Well, maybe it's just because I hate R&R, but like their burnt ends just pale in what you've made. So I'm willing to try it. It probably won't, be better than Spencer's burnt ends, but
cute.
They looked good. So anyway,
I have not barbecued in a while and I've been wanting to, so maybe we just need to do a summer barbecue soon.
Yes. Thank you, Josh.
I'll bring the cheese graters.
I'll bring the sauerkraut. All right, Josh, take us out.
You've just listened to The Other Show with Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. The Other Show is a Fat Squirrel production. Show design and audio editing is done by me, Josh Hansen. Sales and business manager is Spencer Myers. And resident sex appeal by none other than Kent C. Dunn. The Other Show is generously supported by our friends on Patreon. A huge thank you to our Friends with Benefits tier. These friends are contributing a minimum of $25 a month, which in return comes with some rather significant benefits, including the weekly off-the-cuff episodes of The Other Show, monthly bonus episodes, quarterly access to a live stream recording of an episode of The Other Show, and exclusive swag and perks. A huge thank you to our favorite Brit, Jonathan Baskar, the lovely and talented Mrs. Robinson, the one and only Chris Anderson, Brandon from Popfly Cards, Lady Terry A. Finley, the proud Disney mom, Tanya Budge, the other Keith Brown, it's Rick, not Dick, Smith, Dave, and everyone's favorite Melanie Milring. To support The Other Show on Patreon, visit patreon.com/The Other Show to join. Please rate, review, and subscribe to The Other Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are found. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X. To better connect with us and other fans of The Other Show, join our Facebook group, The Other Group. For links to past episodes, our other shows, and to shop for show swag, visit our website at theother.show. And remember, when you're not listening to me here on The Other Show, you can listen to me on the Fartlek Running podcast show.
You can hear me on my other show, Baconsale.
And you can find me trimming my sauerkraut bush.
Ew.
Can we use that?
Ew. Ew. Yuck.
Spencer, du bist ein kluger Mann, but every time you speak we all just hide the bratwurst stand. You said trim the sauerkraut in episode 118, and now I can't eat lunch without therapy. You ruined wieners, you ruined brats, everything that spins on a hot dog rots. The innuendos fly, and now we cry, we've got another E. Oh my. Talking about sauerkraut, your metaphors are freaking us out. Let's keep it clean like Seife and Spätzle. No more sour talk, that's not so nett. Let's talk about Enten, or Regenbogen. Gibt's hier denn süße Hühner? Just no more pickled hot dog fixins.
You said juicy brat with tangy slaw, and Spencer, bro, that broke the law of radio decency and snack time joy. Now sauerkraut's just a trauma to core. You once said crowd so fine and tight, and now I can't eat buns at night. We all just sigh and roll our eyes and mute your mic to save our lives. Komm schon, Spencer, sprich doch fein über Dinge wie Apfelsaft und Stein. Kein Sauerkraut, kein Wurstgedicht. Mach ein Lied über Licht und Pflicht. Schmeichmetterlinge, wollt Spaziergang, talk about socks and clocks and tea, but leave die Würstchen nach uns.
Like Spencer, wir lieben dich, aber bitte hör auf mit der Sauerkraut-Schweinerei. Einfach reden über Enten und vielleicht ein bisschen Streuselkuchen.
Keine Wurstwitze mehr. Keine Wurstwitze mehr.
Dankeschön und gute Nacht.